An unusually wet and warm winter has left California's parks awash with wildflowers, with the promise of more to come. From notoriously arid areas like Death Valley National Park to the verdant hillsides of the Antelope Valley, California Poppy Reserve, the state is seeing some of its best blooms in years. Areas are claiming super bloom conditions, though there's no true definition for that term. It's kind of in the eye of the beholder. A bloom becomes a super bloom when there is a carpeting effect of flowers just blanketing a hillside. In Death Valley, super bloom means there are so many flowers that the hills are colored with flowers, visible from a distance. By late winter, multiple hillsides in Death Valley met that standard, marking the first super bloom in the park since 2016. This abundance of yellow, pink, and purple flowers is the result of key weather conditions aligning, including sufficient sunlight, rain, temperature, and wind. Given the multiple variables involved, super blooms are both rare and difficult to predict. Experts sometimes don't realize parks have reached the peak of their blooms until they've passed. Though the uncertainty of wildflower season can make it tough to plan ahead, it makes a super bloom so special. You've got to just seize the moment. While wildflowers are a regular feature when winter seeds to spring in California, super blooms rely on a unique combination of conditions to thrive. Repeated bouts of soaking rain in the fall and winter, followed by an abundance of sunshine and warmth, will encourage wildflower seeds to sprout. If any of those elements are lacking, the seeds might remain dormant instead, holding out hope for a future year. Different species have their own ideal sprouting scenarios. In Death Valley, flowers like the desert gold will only survive if they have all the ingredients and if the wind cooperates. Frequent windstorms can cut a promising bloom short, damaging or drying out sprouts. The namesake poppies of the Antelope Valley, California Poppy Reserve enjoy a snowfall during their development. Climate change has made this calculus trickier, as it increases the likelihood of extreme temperatures, precipitation, and droughts. It used to be that we could rely on the bloom in the Mojave Desert in mid-March. Because of climate change, it appeared that the bloom was shifting really more towards mid-April. Well, this year it's just completely different. Bouts of heavy rainfall in December 2025 and January 2026 gave way to hot weather in recent weeks. Record-breaking highs in February mimicked summer temperatures and were accompanied by plenty of sunlight. This combination spurred flowers typically seen in late winter or early spring to emerge early. By late January, some low-lying and desert areas such as Anza Borrego Desert State Park were already seeing peak bloom. These areas were blooming months ahead of their typical schedules. The good news for travelers is that blooms happen in waves, starting with those low desert areas and working their way up into the higher elevations. Wetter areas like riverbanks,